Hello and welcome. I'm Elizibar. This is an old comic book, System 7, number 2. I picked this up for free out of the 75-cent bin, I don't know, 3 months ago, 6 months ago. It was a while ago. This book has just been laying around, and since it's been laying around, it's actually picked up. I think this corner crink up here is my fault. But that's okay. What is this book from, anyway? May 1987. There you go. So we start off at these scientists, they're testing somebody, and she absolutely wrecks the test. She breaks the test machine. Now, the name up here at the top, squeaky chair by the way, the name up here for the issue, Parting Shots, kind of suggests where the story's going to go. Somebody's leaving. And that's exactly what happens. We find, here we go. This is the person that runs the place, General Maddox. He's the bad guy, in case you didn't guess. Apparently, in issue number 1, he was in a suit of power armor and he killed a member of their team. To kind of prove to people like that the hijacking was real and yada yada yada. Her name is Omni, and she's got a regular name too. And you killed Inferno. See right there. See System 7, number 1. It was the last issue. Do you really need to tell people to go check out the last issue? I guess you do. I guess you do. That's something that comic books need to do more often, is actually tell you when things happen. She wants to get out of here, and here we are getting introduced to other members of the team. She wants to get out of here. Conflict boils over, and fight breaks out. The art in this is mostly pretty good. It's got a weird style to it. It kind of reminds me of Larry King. You've seen me review some of his books before. He's an independent comic book. I almost said author, but he's the artist too. So he's an independent comic book creator. Makes his own stuff. Does whatever he wants. Pretty okay guy. I was on his YouTube show one time. Anyway, this art kind of reminds me of that, where there's a lot of conservation of line. Um, this art's maybe a little more detailed than his art is in some places, but there's a fair bit of resemblance. This one right here, the way the dude's hair looked, really reminded me of some stuff I saw in like Neon Trash. So here's the other characters. So there's like 9 of them total, and pretty soon, all these people end up in the same place having a showdown because the one wants to leave. The leader, Gary, doesn't want to leave. The one female character doesn't want to leave. But all the other characters, as the argument goes on, the debate goes on, they want to leave. So this is the issue 2 of the book, and it's like issue 2 is the conclusion of the origin story, which seems kind of like a long time to be doing an origin story, but hey, who am I to judge, right? I'm not over here writing superhero origin stories left and right. Maybe you needed the time. Maybe you needed the growth. This is the guy that created them over here, Dr. whatever his name is. It doesn't really matter. Dr. Whelan. Look, it even says his name right there, and I was too lazy to look at it before I started talking about the Doctor. And I feel like I could just like keep going and showing you stuff because there's some really fun panels, things going on in this book that are pretty cool to look at. And I kind of appreciate it. Like, I'm not going to say the art's like the best art I've ever seen, because frankly, it's not. Like, Luigi Teruel is really hard to beat. Uh, there's a lot of artists I'd like put up there, but the line art is nice and clean. It's got energy to it. The line art is very rarely boring. Like, it is fun to look at this book. I was pleasantly surprised going into this. I expected it to be kind of like, oh, yeah, it's one of those 80s indie comics, and it's just kind of meh. But that's not the case. This has got some life to it, and I kind of liked it. Now, the name Parting Shots for the issue kind of suggests that they're leaving, and that's kind of how it wraps up. Is the superhero team goes from being part of the evil government Project X or Project Test or whatever it was, and they form System 7, apparently, which is the name of the book. Who could have seen that one coming? Not me. Not me. I'm looking at this price tag at $1.50 in 1989. Man, I think Marvel Comics had just bumped up to $1 at that point in time from being 75 cents. It's kind of pricey for a kid. You know, you don't get that much allowance. At least you didn't get that much allowance back. Do kids even get allowance anymore? I bet kids don't even get allowance anymore. Life is crazy. But I had a lot of fun reading this book, and I'm kind of interested in seeing the other issues. Like, I don't know how long the series ran for or anything like that, but apparently you could subscribe to it. Subscriptions are now available. Don't miss an issue. Oh, these are the same guys that did that Dead World comic. I think I did a review of an issue of that once upon a time. That's kind of cool. So I don't know if I really reviewed this issue. It was okay. I had fun. And if you find it for free, get it. You might just have fun too. Like, I don't know that I would have went out of my way to pay for this book, but having gotten it for free, I am very satisfied with my no-cost purchase, if you know what I mean. Anyway, you all take care of yourselves. You have a great day, great night, great whatever you got going on. Hope to see you again next time. And be sure to hit that bell. Keep the Eldritch Horrors at bay. Bye-bye.